Spencer, an entertaining 3-3 draw here at Tonbridge. How do you assess the point on the road?
Well, we threw away 2 points here. I mean, we should have won that game. We had that game won twice. Abysmal defending. Early Christmas present for Tonbridge. Not helped by what I think will come back to be a shocking referee decision. That is a blatant handball. He says hand is in a natural position, not from our view. I accept we've only seen it once, but at 2-1, he's 10, 15 feet away from it. He lunges in with his arm. That's a penalty. Great chance for 3-1. But we've gifted it away, absolutely gifted it away. So bizarrely coming away, very, very disappointed to have dropped 2 points because, it even hit the post with the last kick of the game. We had the game won twice. I would say it was very difficult conditions here and didn't seem it, but the wind made a massive influence on the first half. Again, we conceded a soft goal, poor goal from our perspective, and we'd started the game well. But at the moment, everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Billy has gone on his calf. So our 3 starting centre midfielders have all been out, and we haven't got to September yet for significant periods. I have to credit a few of the lads. Connor Harris has been so ill and really wasn't going to play. Looks like absolute death and plays 75 minutes. We're in absolute bits at the moment. Everything that can go wrong, decisions, performances as well. And bizarrely, we've come away going, we had that game won, but we're conceding far too many goals. I mean, individual errors. I mean, the second goal in particular, first goal's poor, the second goal's just an absolute gift. So if you're going to concede the amount of goals we're conceding at the moment, we're not going to win an awful lot of games. As you'd say, it was an entertaining game, but we've just absolutely gifted 2 points to the home side. And we've picked up more injuries, more illness. We've got another one going away on international duty tonight. So, you might still get your chance, Tom.
And I thought it was sink or swim territory when Billy Clifford came off injured and then Tonbridge got the goal. Were you happy with the response from your team?
Yeah, because this is bizarrely, with the exception of 3 or 4 lads, a very young group. And they're seeing the terrible thing that's happened to Aaron. Kai goes and breaks a bone. Billy, so your whole midfield is decimated. It's really hard. It's hard for the players, mainly. It's hard for us. It's what else? I thought we started the game totally dominant. But it's our free kick, poor distribution from the free kick, and centre-half gets done and the guy lobs Jack and we're 1-0 down. And as I said, it was difficult in the first half because even though we were going down the hill, the wind was very strong and, it was just a terrible goal from us. But it was sink or swim. Connor didn't even think he'd be here today. It shows his immaturity in a massively good way as 18 years old. That he said, I just want to be here. He wasn't in the dressing room. And I just said to him, just go on and just see how long you can give us. If it's 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes. Because I only had 5 fit subs because we had to protect Robbo because he's injured. So, he's got an absolutely swollen up part of his leg. So it is tough at the moment with everything that's going on, even to the fact at 2-1 to be so dominant and to, an unpressured back pass straight to them and you're back. Then we get back to 3-2, no problem. But I said the referee decision, I think, changes the game. I know he's been promoted. Some of the decisions, and they're screaming for a penalty, which is laughable. And I worried he was going to give it because I don't think he had a good game, but we'll have a look back at it. But that is a key moment. At 2-1 up, that is a cliche, arm up to stop the cross. That's from 10, 15 yards away, it's a penalty. And we get that and it's definitely game over because we were so dominant. But you can't take away from that. We're conceding 3 goals a game. And we're falling like flies. It's definitely going to get tougher, arguably. Can't just go and get in recruitments. We've got to pay the players that are injured. So it's tough at the moment. But I wanted to end, on a positive note to the players. If you're a goal behind at half-time away from home and you leave with something, and we're furious as a group, we haven't won the game, then I suppose you should take the positives from that. And I thought Ryan Hugh, when he came on, did very well. I thought Teddy did well when he came on. It's great to see Dom get a couple of goals. I thought Jack Turner was much better. But we're conceding goals for fun at the moment. And, I've clearly got to sort that out. But it's not easy at the moment with the injury situation we're facing. And I said to someone senior at Tonbridge today, I've been doing this a long time. And I don't ever remember it being like this, and it's so I'm not going to moan about it. It happens to most managers, but we're getting it. And as you said, when Billy went down, it was like, what have we done here? And then Toby, I thought he'd gone and done it as well. It was like something's gone wrong, and someone reminded me that we're still in August. So yeah, we'll take the point, but very, very disappointing to drop 2 points there.
Rakesh Bingham came off just after the hour mark. Was that an injury?
Yeah, that's as well. As I said, it's he nearly came off before he. Yeah, so yeah, it's that's a slight. That was more precautionary. He could feel it. So look, we are where we are. Let's hope we're getting rid of all this bad luck early. But when you step back and see how many people we're missing, I said we've got 2 breaks. A hip injury, a hamstring injury, 2 players injured, 1 away for internationals, and now Billy's gone and done his calf. We're still in August. It's like, so I suppose you look back and go, it was an entertaining game, but we should have won that game, but we're not good enough at the moment at the back for sure. But there were some pluses, but as I said, we're going away disappointed. We dropped 2 points here.
And on those pluses, you had Rennie Smith back today. He lasted 90 minutes. Are you pleased to see him in?
Yeah, fantastic. Look, Rennie's had a personal situation, and we wish him and his family all the very best. But he's come in, and there were pluses. I thought Toby Bow did very well again. Luch was better, but we're centre halves today, unfortunately, weren't good enough. So we're conceding a lot of goals, but there were pluses. As I said, I thought Teddy, great for Polian to get 2 goals. So. There were pluses. The system in the first half didn't really work, but we couldn't factor for the wind. We wanted to play a certain way. It looked a little bit weird. It was. I don't think it worked mainly because of the wind. And we said we would give it 10 minutes of the second half to see if that changed. And it did a bit. The wind was a huge factor in it. And as I said, it was difficult today, but onwards we go. Quick turnaround and we go again.
Yeah, similar turnaround to last weekend. How do you patch the players up for Chelmsford on Monday evening?
It's just about recovery. I mean, it's clearly it's going to be difficult. It's there's no way Billy will be playing. We're struggling. And do you go and bring in reinforcements? Do you bring in young loans? We're already incredibly young, but we need to just defend better. It's going to be worse for Monday because we've got people that are unavailable, but. We've got good players. It's difficult. We are in the entertainment business, so I suppose you give it that. But Chelmsford on a Monday night is as hard as it gets anyway from the travel. It's about recovery. We see how people are. We try and avoid more illness. We've had quite a lot of illness in the camp this week, from coaches down into the players. And look, we'll go and to a club that's been massively backed, massively funded, and we know how difficult a place it is to go there. But yeah, we'll be all right. It's. To come away so disappointed tells a story, but it's clearly obvious where the problems were today. We gifted that away. We had so much control at 2-1. There's a big referee decision, and don't take your chances, but poor at the back. So look, recover. Thank you to all the fans who turned up. Thought they were great, look, it was a lot better than the rubbish we served up last week. So we'll take some positives from that. But if we could try and get through a game without picking a couple of injuries, it would be appreciated.
All right, brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and hope for better luck on Monday.
Thank you.